Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Twin with Laura. I'm a top ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.
Yes, top of the morning. How's everybody doing? You know, this is our week for all the dads out there, Father's Day weekend. I feel going forward now, especially here in my makeshift, desk studio area that I made, it should be a lot smoother because remember yesterday I was speaking on how I set something up for my children upstairs. Remember futon, that's what it's called, futon. Yes, they got a bed, a futon up there. Now they got the TV, the fire stick. It used to be a playroom, but now with them coming a little older, I kind of spiced it up. Now it's more of like a lounge area for them. Like I said, I added the futon in their bed and a TV. Not too crazy, But the fire stick is up there, so they don't need to be in here, right? Because they used to be in here a lot underneath me, cramping my style. But I want to get to Oscar and Ryan. I'm gonna speak on that a little bit. Since I'm at the desk, I could pull things up. I want to pull up. I'm also going to speak on some questions that the boxing scene. Yes, the boxing scene. No, not the boxing. The Boxing Voice asked at the weigh-in. Not the weigh-in. I'm bugging. I just got done texting Regis's coach and shit. So my mind is on Regis's fight right now to weigh-in. No, the press conference in NYC. I want to I jumped on extra early because I'm about to shoot down to the gym. You see the short is doing very well, right? I want to break that in a little harder today. So I'm gonna go to the gym and get some jumping rope in and other things, right? But let me pull up the Oscar thing so I can speak on that clearly. I want to speak on it clearly. Him and Ryan, it looks like they're gonna be going to court, man. It looks like they're gonna be going to court. You see what I titled this paperwork. All right, so let me pull up Michael Benson. That's who I'm going to be. But Mike Cobbin should also report this too. But you know how we do. We're at the desk. We can do these type of things. We like to pull up our sources. Because guys get on here, right? I noticed that about YouTube boxing. Guys get on here and just regurgitate, right? They regurgitate other people's work. They regurgitate just like somebody could do a video or report a video and channels will regurgitate that. instead of just telling you where they got it from or showing you, they were at, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what one of my biggest gripes with YouTube boxing is. So explore. Oh, it was right there. I didn't even need to explore. Val Kilmer is trending. Look, see, this is where you see what's trending. I'm learning about the Twitter thing. I'm not really big on this whole debacle. All right. You know, this is not really my forte. There he is. Michael Benson came right up. Cool. Pull Michael Benson up. Got a little time today. Yo, check out my community. You know, I'm going into the books of source, man. I posted a nice vintage source from 4 years ago, man. 4 years ago. My blog is real. You know, one thing they can't erase who you were, you know. They cannot erase who you were. And one thing about me is a lot of stuff that people are attempting to do, I have done and been doing and did it at a high frequency, not to mention, you know what I'm saying? Especially after watching this presser, right? I'm like, yo, I think I've been operating at such a high frequency for so long, right? But just with a lot of things that I have going on, I didn't really realize it. But when you sit back now, like now, I'm at a stage in my life. Well, like I said, I love doing this, right? But as far as being media, field media, I still do it, but I don't do it. I'm not like 10 years ago. I'm an actual team member now. So I have a lot of responsibilities with that, as well as media for the fighter himself and other things. So you don't really, I'm not, you know, how it used to be. Like it was a time that I would have been all over that even with my situation with them, I still would have been out there just to, you know, because I'm media. I was a field reporter, but now, you know, a lot has changed where I have people that I rock with, you know what I'm saying, that I don't like to call them employees of my company. I like to call them correspondents. That's a more professional word, right? For those of y'all that's in here, correspondents. Shout out to Marcus in the building, Mr. Gumbo. Salute. Hopefully you are safe out there on the road. I know I got a lot of great responses. I took the picture from Ohio Runs Boxing, and I just threw my source on. I black and white it because, you know, I'm getting nice with the editing. But that was his picture that a lot of you guys went crazy over on my IG. So we love to give people their accolades, flowers, or props. But shout out to Ohio Runs Boxing because a lot of y'all went crazy over my post of Shakur and Terrence sizing up their prey when I called them apex predators. But I took that off of his IG and I just edited the photo. You know, I'm a photographer as well, so I do have different tools now in editing software for photos, and that's what I did with that. But let me get to this. This is why this is going to be more educational and informative. What Ryan and what Oscar got going on, right? Now, there's a reason why managers and promoters, they're not like coaches. Because, see, a coach, as you just seen, and I'm going to reference Derek James, because I just posted something about him on my community page. He is Ryan Garcia's new coach. Ryan Garcia was able to just toss, and I say this respectfully, Goosen out and go straight to Derek James. Because one thing about coaching and trainers, you don't have paperwork. There is no contract via a manager or a promotional company or promoter. Now we see, as you can see right here, Ryan Garcia's legal team reportedly sent Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotion a letter in which they allege violations of the promotional deal that they claim invalidates their contract. So see, he's trying to get out of his contract. Are y'all following that? I know you get a lot of guys on here that love to discuss boxing, but they have no clue, really. They just, it's sad, man. I watched a guy last night talk about contracts and claim he had a lawyer on. It would have been more professional if the guy was a lawyer. He was in the office. You know what I'm saying? But he looked like maybe one of your butt buddies, respectfully. But now with Oscar, and look, let's go back to what Ryan's lawyer team issued a letter out, right? Oscar immediately, right? This is where it gets, it's going to get tricky, but it's not. Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, has now filed a lawsuit against Ryan Garcia to enforce their contract. See, this is what I was talking to you about. Paperwork. When fighters sign with managers and promotional companies, they sign deals, contracts, paperwork. So Ryan is attempting to try to get out of it. But hey, what do I gotta say? Hey, what do I know? I don't know nothing. I do know views, but I do know stuff, respectfully. So what Ryan attempted to do is saying that Oscar violated the contract. I don't know the contract because, like I said, I am Team Tucker. But that's basically what Ryan is saying. Whatever is in that contract, the promotional contract, he's saying that something was not upheld. Thus, he shouldn't be obligated to it. For those of y'all that know a little bit about the business of boxing, does that make sense what I just said? Does that make sense? I want somebody that knows, because they always tell me I don't know, but I just basically sum something up for y'all, man. But if there are any experts in here that know a little something, is that what Ryan is claiming? That's what Ryan is claiming. I that's what I'm thinking as a team member. That's what it sounds like. Let me say that one more time, man. Ryan Garcia's legal team reportedly sent Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotion a letter in which they allege violations of promotional deal. So that means something wasn't upheld in their promotional contract, right or wrong, right? You guys do follow that much, right? Especially you boxing experts on here. You guys that talk about contracts and deals and sign the contract. Does that sound about right? Okay. So he says they claim they invalidates the contract. So basically he's trying to say that whatever Oscar and Golden Boy did, he feels he should be let out of his contract because they're not upholding what they signed. Paperwork. And what has Oscar done? Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions have filed a lawsuit against Ryan Garcia to enforce the contract with him. Statement from Golden Boy includes, with this following, we are seeking to ensure that Ryan and his team will honor the remainder of his contract. Paperwork. See, Ryan is trying, and I say this word respectfully, weasel out of the deal, right? Weasel out of the deal. But when you sign paperwork, there are ways to get out of it. That's what you see what Ryan is attempting to do. But a lot of y'all, this is over your head. But I'm still going to report on it because, like I said, I am level changing in the game. And I feel that as a YouTube media channel, which I am, media company channel, out the mud, I could talk on this a little bit, being that I am an actual team member. So when I see certain things that pertain to contracts and obligations, it kind of resonates a little bit more in me now, than your typical YouTuber, right? Because like I said, I don't see myself as the typical YouTuber, not because I don't do the views like them, but just because, like I said, I do other things. So Ryan is attempting to get out of the contract. And he's playing a very, very, very smart and dangerous game. Because the smart game is, if the contract was not upheld, by all means, he has the right. Not only does he have the right, he may win the lawsuit, because you see, it's going to court now. It's going to court. If you guys read, I don't know if you guys read, I don't know if you guys understand words, but Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya, has filed a lawsuit. A lawsuit. So by filing a lawsuit, that means it's going to court. Do you guys follow that much? Because I know when I watch a lot of you guys on here talk boxing, when stuff starts to get a little X and O's, you guys, I watch, man. You guys are so out the loop. But that's kind of black and white right there. Salute to Big Ron in the building. Salute, Ron. Hopefully you are enjoying your Father's Day weekend as well. This is our weekend. Do not listen. I know, and as I digress a little off topic, I know, we don't get the same treatment as the ladies, but it's on us. Sometimes you treat yourself, especially if you are a father, a supporter, a protector, a provider. Treat yourself. Nobody's going to do for you like you could do for yourself. Because I know a lot of you guys, and I say this respectfully, you're not going to get your just due. So do it for yourself. Do it for yourself, man. You probably get the tip. Like I'm about to break in another one of my Father's Day dips. That's why I said I have to jump on now, so I can get down to the gym by 11, get it in. 15 minutes on the ropes. You know what I'm saying? Got to break up a nice sweat and things of that nature. I got a nice suit. My babies bought me a suit because they know their daddy is a fighter. Yes, I can still throw hands if I have to. I just choose not to because I do other things. But if some of you guys out there, please, by all means, if you felt I offended you and you see me, holla at me, man. Just holla at me the right way so that if it does go left and we get to the legal thing, I will be protected because my joints are registered and I am allowed to defend myself. But as we digress, but salute to all the dads out there. So yes, Ryan and Oscar looks like they're going to court. I think Ryan really wants to go to the PBC, but that's a whole nother live for a whole nother day. But we got to see where this goes, man. Like I said, I can't go in too deep because I am not a team member, but from the literature right here, what he is basically stating is whatever was in that contract. And let me use Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford's thing was like public record. And I'm just going to say this doesn't pertain to Ryan's deal, but this is what Ryan is basically saying in so many words. Say that in the contract, the promotional contract with Golden Boy, this is hypothetical, but I'm just painting the picture for you so you guys can understand what he's saying. Golden Boy Promotions is obligated to getting him XYZ number of fights. Golden Boy Promotions didn't get him XYZ number of fights. That's the violation. Are y'all following that? But that's not. That's hypothetically speaking. That's what he's saying. See, damn, I know y'all didn't think a brother like me that does no views could talk this type of a thing to y'all and explain it. That's basically what is being said. That something in the contract. And the only reason I use that because remember that's what it's easy for you guys to remember something like this because remember when Terrence filed his thing against Bob Arum and Top Rank. It was because he felt that for whatever reason, Bob Arum didn't give him the Earl Spence fight, and that was in the contract. That's what the lawsuit was stating. It also stated that however much money it was, I don't have the thing in front of me, but that was what he was basing his lawsuit and breach of contract off of. So I just used that to say that's maybe what Ryan is, but we don't know because it hasn't went to court, and this is all that we have to go off of. But something in the contract was breached. Are y'all following that, man? Did I break that down to y'all, man? Is that cool, right? Do y'all catch that sauce? Please just smash my like button because I feel like I just basically informed y'all about, why they are headed to court. But I think he wants to go with the PBC, especially after getting that alleged $30 million, right? That's a lot of money, man. That's enough money to make you jump ship, right? Be honest, man. Let's be real, right? If you got offered that type of, if you fought a fight like that and you lost, right? You never had a title. You got $30 million alleged, right? But he did get, what was his guarantee? Wasn't his guarantee like $3 million? No, that's still good, man. For a guy that really doesn't have no accolades in sport other than being a social media icon, Well, we gotta wait to see where this goes, man. But I just seen that last night and I was like, wow. I was like, man, that's why, see, managers and promoters, they have paperwork, bro, for this specific reason. Like, you see, they're going to court. He just couldn't leave. He's attempting to. You just can't leave. When there's paperwork, paper trail involved, and you just can't leave. She's not here. She went to Duncan. Oh, so she might be upstairs. Go look for her. Go look for her. She's not in here. Get out of here. Scram. This is my weekend. But that was Coach Reed. But yeah, man, we have to wait to see where this goes, man. But listen, I want to play this. I'm not going to stay on that long, right? I want y'all to hear this, man. Shout out to Coach Green, and that's my guy, Javi. The cover photo that I use. You see my lens game is hard. Javi was flexing his muscle. Those are the neighbors. I like little Javi. He wants to be a boxer too. He may be my Latin champion. Keep your eye out for him. He's tough. Little Javi. But he's a baby. He got time. But I want to play this, right? I want to play this. I came across this yesterday. I was going to jump on and play this yesterday because this makes me think of so many of the Earl Spence fanatic fans on here. He doesn't really rock with y'all. And I want this to soak in. I want y'all to hear this. This is courtesy of the Boxing Voice. He does not quote, like a lot of you Earl Spence channels, and this is for all of y'all. It's too many of y'all to name, but you guys know who you are. You got majority of you guys don't have no interaction with him nor his team, but you do these outlandish videos for him, personal type videos, and he's talking to y'all right here. Catch this sauce, man. Catch this sauce. See, this is what happens when you don't really, the fighters don't really rock with you. You do goofy stuff like this. But listen. Courtesy of the Boxing Voice.
You're basically like a sports team.
Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate that.
Sports teams. Does that have some added pressure that people are going to be emotionally affected by the winner and the loser of this fight?
I feel like that's why it's so great, because people are definitely gonna be emotionally affected, and people gonna definitely get their emotions in, and people making it, a lot of people make it, especially on social media, they make it way more personal.
Families are breaking up over y'all too, man.
Make it more personal than what it should be.
Is that more pressure for you guys?
Nah, not at all. That's when greatness happens, man. that's why this is a great fight, because emotions are in it, and when you got a great fight like this, or anything, a great event like
Man, that was their God, right? I had to play that because I know a lot of people, they, you know, especially Earl Spence fans, they are so emotionally tied in. I remember they tried to assassinate my character on this. Guys that I don't know where they're at right now. When I say where they're at, I mean, I know where they're at, but it's like, bro, you talked about me, you talked about my family, because this is what I do, this media thing for my family. As you can see, my youngest daughter is a coach / field reporter now. Her catalog is growing. CEO Nasai is a young publicist. But I remember when I had a falling out with Team Spence, and a lot of people who don't know him, never been around him, never broke bread with him, talked about me. Somebody that actually, like I said, they can say what they want to say about me, but since it's Father's Day week, we can bring this up. I remember having Father's Day. I was in Texas. Yeah, I was in Texas. After his fight against Ocampos, that was Father's Day weekend. We all broke bread together. I remember this. But I do also recall people that I know never been in any type of situations with that man, nor his team, nor his family like that, speak upon me and mine, not knowing a goddamn thing about me, but being so emotionally attached, which great interview by the Boxing Voice correspondent out of New York, speaking on me and mine. But I just laugh now because I'm like, where are they now? Where are they? I know they're on YouTube, but where are they in the game? What are you doing in the game? Nothing at all. But I like the fact, and that was a fire question from a great correspondent for the Boxing. I think he has the same last name as me, Jones, something. Great question, but you see what Earl said. They taking it very personal. Yes, a lot of you fans, groupies, you taking it personal. It's business for these two guys, right? Yes, they're going to fight and they're going to get paid very well, but it's business, never personal. See, a lot of you groupie fans, fanboys, internet weirdos, respectfully, are so emotionally attached for nothing. If you are a boxing fan, be a fan. If you are a fan of a particular fighter, be a fan. But when you get personal and emotional over fighters that you will never probably meet, won't even get a picture with, never interview, because like I said, a lot of you guys been on this YouTube forever. You don't have one interview with him, but yet you have countless videos of him. Real talk. I had to come on here and be a father today. And I think for a lot of you guys, I say this respectfully, I father styles with this media thing. Because you've seen somebody come out of nowhere. Because like I said, respectfully, a lot of people have been on YouTube. I come to notice that, man. And they take YouTube personal. They've been on YouTube a lot of years. And they seen somebody like myself who really wasn't a YouTuber like that just step on the scene, and it was like I was out of control with the content, interviews, coverage, accessibility, and they couldn't understand this. They didn't understand this, right? And then they tried to tie 2 and 2 together. They tried to, and I even Team Spence did this. That's why I no longer rock with them or support them, because they even thought that a lot of the how I was just moving and grooving was based off of my relationship with Deb. That's why they thought it was easy to put that false narrative out there. But if they really did their research on me, they would have knew that what you see my kids now in the gyms and this, that was me. I was a gym baby. I grew up around fighters. But when you don't respect somebody, or you think you can look down on them because of how they carry it, you tend to do stuff like that. And with me, that was never going to work, number one, because if you know me, you know me. I'm a man of principle, moral. I live by a different code. And when you violate that code, especially when it pertains to my name, my legacy, shout out to Uncle Jay, man. It's all about respect. I give respect because that's what I feel I deserve. So when you violate my respect, I'm also violate my name. You know I'm coming for you. I'm definitely gonna come for you. You know? And now how I come for people is totally different. But once upon a time, how I came for you, you really wouldn't have been able to really mess with me. But I think at least how I come for people now is a whole lot more professional, especially when you try to assassinate, disrespect, defame someone's name, legacy, and character. But that was Earl saying how a lot of his radical channels are taking it personal. Powerful stuff right there. Great piece of work. Yes, I'm on my way down there. I'm about to wrap this up. But that was Earl. Thank you for that. Once again, Mark, he said great breakdown. Monica K, you're laughing. How you laughing at me? Why? Why are you laughing at me? Because this is just real, man. This is just real, man. You know, I had people like on this internet that don't know really nothing about me, right? Talk crazy about me. Meanwhile, I'm getting a lot of stuff done in life professionally, right? Not no YouTube shit. Like real talk. I'm like, I'm brokering, setting up deals, doing all kind of shit. But you had dudes on here talking about me that I'm mad. I can't go to a gym. I'm mad that they don't mess with me. Like, what are you? Come on, man. Is that the type of individual you guys are? You guys are fake. Now that I pull the what's the name off and I'm showing it. I'm showing it. And no, I don't listen. I don't want no apologies now, bro. It's that we beyond that. Just do what you do. Just get out of my way. That's all I'm saying. Get out of my way, because if you get in my way, I'm going to continue to keep stepping on you, straight up and down. Because when you was in my way before on some media stuff, I was just laughing because like I wasn't. Listen, I broke this down the other day, right? When I used to go and cover these events, I was just really, because I know a lot of fighters and coaches. Like I said, I grew up around that. I just didn't know managers and the move shakers, because these are the move shakers at the end of the day. I want to discuss this with you. You guys get on here and talk boxing all the time, but you don't know none of the power players in the game, man. Respectfully. You know who the power players are? The ones that I just broke down this lawsuit stuff. You know, these are the people that got paperwork. A coach ain't shit. Real talk. And I say this respectfully. Derrick James could lose every one of his fighters today and be out in the cold. Because a coach does not have paperwork on no fighters. But a manager, a promoter, these guys have paperwork. Now you see Ryan is attempting to make a move, but he is going to court. If Earl woke up today and say, you know what, Derrick, I'm done with you. Derrick can't say, oh, we got to go to court. This fight is July 29th. No, Derrick will be out in the cold. Out in the cold. That's what with coaches, that's the game. If you know, you know. You know, if you know, you know. But when managers, promoters, it's a different ball game. Different ball game, man. And hopefully you guys caught some of that today, man. See, this is not your typical YouTube boxing channel. By no means. And please continue to sleep on my views. Continue to keep on sleeping on the things that I'm doing. Because I told brothers 4 years ago, I posted a video. When I did get informed that people were talking about me behind my back, I still continue to keep building and doing what I'm doing. But you know what I did? I cut ties with them. And I said to them what God told me. And it's showing now. I said, I will see you at the top. And if you guys have been watching and paying attention, my team, yes, my team, Team Tucker, official boxing business, we are climbing to the top. July 1st is another edition of that. Well, we came out the gate smoking. This is number 11. Should be 12. But the New York Athletic State Commission be on some bullshit. That's a whole nother video. But this is number 11. Shout out to Tobe. Happy Father's Day to my good brother. We all listen, man. All I need is a couple people, right? By me having Tobe in here, let me share Tobe. Tobe is an executive producer / stylist. Yes, he helped me put together one of my ensembles when they said I look like a rapper. Coach Terry and them always say that after fights. I go to the fights looking like a rapper. No. Maybe rappers try to look like me because I'm not a rapper. I am now a blogger, a photographer, a media marketing agent. I'm not a rapper. I used to do other things. I am a heavy equipment operator, payloader specialist, sweet sweeper, commercial truck driver. These are things that I am. Rapper? No. But thank you, Coach Terry, and others that always tell me that when I go to these fights. No, that's not me. Maybe, but I'm gonna say this respectfully. They did say that the rappers used to steal their looks from guys, right? They did, right? They stole their looks from the neighborhood guys. That's why you always hear me say when I refer to certain people with the looks they try to give, Robin Hood looks. Robin Hood looks, man. We seen that take place this past fight week. This fight presser. The clear frames was in full effect. Guys never was really rocking those looks, right? It's funny how they rock them now. Robin Hood looks. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce. But I'm about to wrap this up, man. Salute to all the fathers out there. Definitely check out my post I put in the community page, man. Classic Derrick James interview, man. I listen, as far as the weekend, so I gotta pat myself on the back. I have been doing phenomenal interviews for quite some time, and I see that through my kids now because I just watched my daughter, Coach Reem. She did 2 back-to-back interviews. She interviewed the Tucker brothers, Jamali and Jihad, right? She took my phone. We was in the gym this week, and she runs around doing her. And I sat back and I watched her, and I watched some of the questions that she asked Jihad, freestyling about protein, right? I was like, man, this little girl is 7 years old. She's asking him, what do you drink for protein in the morning? I'm like, man, if that isn't the seed strong in her, media seed, right? Media seed for me. I'll pass that off to her, man. It's Father's Day weekend, man. So I'm watching her talk to Jihad and ask him about protein in the morning. What kind of protein do you like? What is your favorite vegetable, your fruit? I'm like, man, this girl got something here, right? And she asked him about off boxing, about what kind of sneakers and kicks he likes. He says New Balance. If you know, that's Jihad. And New Balance, man, what's up, man? I've been talking to y'all, man. Y'all gonna miss out, man. Y'all gonna miss out. And the more you wait, like I said, yesterday's price isn't today's price, man. I don't know what y'all waiting for, man. I don't, man. I don't know, man. I know what y'all waiting for. One thing about this boxing shit, right? You have dudes like. That's why, when I speak how I speak about certain people in the industry, is because that's what they are. They're weasels, they're snakes. Like, they really try to stop people from eating. And then they get upset when you're really ready to do something to them, man. Because you're playing with people's livelihoods, man. You are playing with people's livelihoods. Shout out to Q in the building. But yeah, shout out to Coach Reem, man. I just watched her do 2 back-to-back fire interviews, man. But I'm gonna get down here, get on this jump rope. They're calling me, and I'm gonna get my day started. And I'm gonna do some rounds. on the rope. You know what a round is, 3 minutes. So if I do, let's see how good y'all math is. If I do 5 rounds on the ropes, how much time is that? 5 rounds on a jump rope. 3-minute rounds. Come on now. That's not hard, man. 3 times 5 is what? 3 times 5, 15. So I know you have a lot of content creators on here that talk numbers, but their numbers just I don't know. They can't add, they can't subtract, they can't multiply, they can't divide. So if I do 15 minutes of jump rope, that should give me a nice sweat. I'm not gonna hit the bag or nothing. Maybe a little shadow boxing, right? So now that's 15 minutes right there, cardio. If I do another 3, right? Minutes, 3 rounds, 3-minute rounds, a shadow boxing. That's 9 more minutes. Add 9 to the 15 is what? 24. So now I would only need to do 6 more minutes, which is 2 more rounds of something to have a 30-minute cardio routine. That's what I do. 30 minutes of cardio at my age is very good in the gym. You know, that's what I do. That's what I'm going to go down there and do with my suit on for my Father's Day, kickoff. And then I'll probably go my cool down. You know what my cool down to be? I'll go to the track and maybe walk 8 laps, which is 2 miles. See the plan right there? See the format? But yes, as I digress, man, let's just see how this lawsuit now, that's what it is, with De La Hoya and Ryan play out. And closing on this, Earl Spence fans, Terrence Crawford fans, more so Earl Spence fans, because I didn't see a clip of Terrence saying this. Earl is telling you guys, you are taking it too personal, you are too emotionally attached. Maybe that's another reason why he's not on none of y'all guys' platforms. Because he knows you guys are a little Stanish. Real Stan. You know Stan, the Eminem song? You guys are a little Stanish. So listen, do not take this personal. And I gotta say that to you too, Earl. Don't take it personal, because you've been taking a lot of stuff personal. Maybe you are a little emotional. But you are a fighter. You got hit upside the head since the age of, you've been doing it since 16, right? That's a lot of wear and tear. So you may be a little emotional too, because you came off emotional yourself when you told a guy that I really don't rock with. It's no secret. But you told him he switched up. And he really did switch up. But if you know him, that's what he does. But by you telling him that, you kind of came off personal. But hey, what do I know? Hopefully you guys caught and enjoyed my sauce. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If not, it doesn't matter. July 1st, watch us again. I will be working. I will come back on here. That card is loaded, so you know how I do. July 1st, I probably will get that fight week. Well, the fight is July 1st. But that week, you know me, I will probably get more of these for my professional colleague friends in the industry.
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, IBL Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe.
Yes, this is Sauce Talk, Showtime Shot News Midi. Say I got the man himself, Mr. Sugar Hill. First off, champ, thank you for your time. This man needs a little introduction.
Sugar Hill on Sauce Talk.
That's right.
Man, Marcus, Ohio Runs Boxing, popular, very popular, powerful. This needs to be more popular. I wish I could, can I pin that? I wish I could, man. Yes, he takes a lot of stuff personal. But that's just him. He's the emotional one. But hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? He's the emotional one. My daughter refers to him as a chicken, but she doesn't know her. But she said he's a chicken. He's emotional, EJ, that is old EJ, very emotional. You know, fighters are though, man. Especially fighters that have been in the game for a while, like they are. They're very touchy. And I say this respectfully, his crew that he's around, the Charlos, they kind of rubbed off on him too. Like, you know, they all got the what I like to refer to as the swine flu. You know, they all caught that shit. You know, but that's them. I don't have no dealings with them anymore. I wish them all the best of success. But you know my team, man. You know my team, man.
I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma, seek and destroy. You know the vibe. Yeehaw!
I am no longer, listen, and I think I showed that, right? I showed that this week. I put out content, right? I did. I put out some content this week. But back in the day when I was really invested in that guy, right? And then I would have flooded my social medias with a lot of content for them. But I'm no longer invested in them, man. I'm like I said, I have moved on. I have grown so much since then. And I felt the need to just show that. And I felt like my absence and, you know, putting in a different play. Like Teofimo killed that press conference in NYC. He stole the show. He stole the show. He went there. All the attention was on him. The guys there, and I want to say this. I'm going to say your name. Drew Titan. You was there. Drew Titan. You was there. You have been on record on your platform talking greasy about Teofimo. Teofimo was there. You was mad at Teofimo for talking about one of your guys, Wilder. Why didn't you confront him? He was there, Drew Titan. You talked about him and his size. You was in there with your tank top on. Very big, strong guy, right? You watched Teofimo come in there and take over the presser. You watched him steal the spotlight. Why didn't you address him? I think you was addressing him last night, Drew Titan. Why didn't you address him at the presser? He was right there. No security. No security. You was in there with a media pass. You could have went up to him and talked to him. You didn't have to interview him. You could have talked to him off the record, introduced yourself. Because this is what you do at these events. But no, you didn't. What did you do? You did a live about it last night. You and the grumpy old man. That's what you did. I was going to do a whole nother video on this, but I'll talk about it now at the end of the show. Because I found that funny. When he disrespected Wilder, you was on a tirade on him. You seen him Wednesday. He crashed respectfully. He crashed the presser. And that's what he does. He knew that by him going there, coming off the fight with Josh Taylor, he could steal a lot of attention. That's what they do. The Lopez's do. But you was there. You watched the media swarm him. What you do? You did a live one last night with the grumpy old man talking about it. Why didn't you confront him? You could have went up to him the same way you went up to Bomac and Derek James and others. You should have went up to him. That's what you get media credentials for, to approach the fighters, talk to the fighters. But no, you got on your live and do what you do, which is what you do. But yes, we're going to close on that. July 1st is the date. Shout out to my team. About to head to the gym right now. Setting it up, coach. All right, let Jahar go now. Let Jahar go. We
know, Zaga, Slime Master.
Yo, man, shout out to Sauce Talk, man. We in books and shit now.
Oh, man, what's that feeling like, man? First press conference, you walking out, the people are noticing you, saying, yo, he's in that book. He's in that book, man. What's that feeling like, man?
You know, it feels good, man. You know, I actually want to get it going for this fight, man. Get it out the way, you know?
Yeah, definitely, man. But, yo, just describe that first press conference, you know, 2 days out. You know, you was on the main stage, you know, Q&A. What was that like, man?
It was fire, you know. It was real fire. Shout out Top Rank. Shout out Bob Barron, man. Shout out Sauce Talk. Shout out Jay Prince, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and we here, you know, and we gonna keep going. We gonna keep being here. We gonna keep going up.
Yeah.
No cap.
That's a fact, man.
No cap. And we know we still slamming, man.
Yeah,
we
man.
Still walking down, man. We here.
Man. Prudential Center. You see where it's at, downtown Newark. Shakur Stevenson card. Yo, everybody was talking about my man was in there dapper, man. Yo, you know, got the, what is that, velvet? Got the nice suit on, velour. You know, got the specs on, the shades, styling on them. You know.
Yeah, roll that up for AB.
Yeah, AB, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely, man. It's a little behind the sauce with Jihad Tucker.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimuheloa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.